Hey guys, so this is gonna be our second video of a clearly low budget rising senior. What classes to take next year meeting, right? So let's begin. In the prior video, if you watched it, I talked about senior options and classes and things like that. So you will have a few options, right? And on June 8th, which is at 11:50 Tuesday, all juniors should attend as much as they can the virtual meeting where you'll hear about the various classes that seniors take in the senior year. What I want to do here is kind of set up what to expect. So, to do that, I want you to think about your actual schedule before COVID, right? So, we had an A day and a B day. We've got our period one, period two, we had our two electives, right? So electives and lunch. This probably feels like forever ago to you guys, right? And after electives and lunch, you had period five and you have period six. Okay? So let's talk about what everyone has to take. So everybody takes senior English. Everybody takes senior gym, PE. Everybody also will take calculus. You will either be in AB or in BC. Everyone also, in last requirement, has to take 1 semester of economics and 1 semester of government. That is, every senior in the school takes those classes. This is a simple schedule, so please don't act like this is your schedule next year. Please don't be that student. This is a sample for me to demonstrate to you guys what to expect, okay? So again, these are the 4 classes that everybody has to take. There's always exceptions, so if you're that student that's like, but Mr. Dulce, you're not me. Yeah, I know that. And relax, that's why we made a video for you. So, for the students that have exceptions, we're going to go one by one. Are you a Sinai student? Are you a math track student? Or are you an engineering student? And then, what does it mean if you're a student that already took, let's say, economics and government your junior year? Or maybe you're a Sinai student, so what does that mean about gym? Okay? And maybe you're a student in a very rare circumstance that already took your calculus A, B, and BC, in which case, if you're that student, email Mr. Dulce and Mr. Shyman so we can kind of curate a special schedule for you. All right? So, under this, everybody's clear. We are taking senior English, senior gym, economics and government, and a calculus class, which means you now have what looks like 4 open blocks of classes. But they're not really open blocks of classes. So the point of this video is for you to be a little more clear on what the heck happens with these 4 other open blocks. It doesn't matter what track you're in. And the answer is yes, it matters what track you're in. So let's talk first about a Sinai track student. So a Sinai track student, I created a sample schedule here, right? They do not take gym. Sinai students know for gym credit, what they do is they have to fill out a Google Sheet. They record the types of activities that they are working in. So Sinai juniors right now that have not done that for this semester, you're all going, oh my goodness, we have to do that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So I could submit your gym credit. So again, Sinai students, all 18 of you, you do not get scheduled for gym because it conflicts with your schedule. So you are accountable for those gym hours and credits like you were already aware of. And we're going to continue with that going forward into next year. Same system, and we can talk about that in a separate meeting. So what does that mean about your schedule? So that means all Sinai seniors leave after their first elective. They leave, they have lunch, and they travel to Mount Sinai. At Mount Sinai, they'll engage in their research in the afternoon. If things are still crazy with COVID, you will do that starting the year at HSMSC, of course, but we hope to have you guys all back at the hospital
I guess for the first time for all of you, next fall. That is our hope. And if it means there's a little of a delay, that's okay. We'll start at HSMSE for your science research. But the goal is hopefully to have you back in the hospital. What does this mean about Sinai student mornings? Well, as you said before, everyone takes an English class and everyone takes a calculus class. So that's 2 of your morning classes. Everyone takes government and economics. But what if you're one of the juniors that have already taken government and economics? Well, that means as a Sinai student, you are in a situation where you not only get to choose which advanced science you want to take, but you also get to choose one additional senior option. So if you already took econ and government and you're a Sinai student, that means the senior options also apply to you. So you will get to take one additional class. Also remember, everybody chooses the science that they want to take. So as a Sinai student, we give you English and calculus. You choose which science you want to take, and you get government and economics. If you already took government and economics, great. You get an additional senior option. All right, so that's Sinai students. What's going on with our math students? So I'm going to erase this because this changed from last year. Let's take a look at what happens with a maths track student. So a math track student, I filled out your morning already for you. You've got gym right here. And we're going to put you in government economics on a B day, senior English, and you got your calculus. All right, then lunch and electives. So what this means is you now have your afternoon. Again, remember, please don't be that one student that's like, Mr. Dulce, you told me my schedule. I did not tell you your schedule. This is
that's right, sample schedule. It's not real. We are giving an example so you can picture
your senior year. So if you're a math track student, let's say those are all the guaranteed classes you have in the morning. Now what we want to look at are, what are the other classes you will take? So you will choose your advanced science.
And once you see the Google form for senior options, you'll choose advanced physics or AP chemistry or AP environmental science.
You will all automatically be given linear algebra because that is your senior math track class. This means you have 2 senior option classes
that you can choose. Now we asked for 3 options just to find out exactly what you do want, and you can choose any of the senior options that you'd like, and we try to fill those classes out as best as possible for you. Now, again, this does not mean your senior options will be 6 period. This just means you have 2 senior option classes that can fill up your schedule. All right.
What if you're in, again, that unique situation where you've already taken a calculus class?
Or you've already taken your government class, right? Well, then we will have an open block for you where we can give you another optional class.
All right, last group, engineering. So here's our engineering students, same exact scenario. And again, everybody, this is a sample schedule. It is not real. It is not your schedule next year. Let's say the student has gym first period A day and then government economics B day. They have calculus second period A day and senior English
second period B day.
Lunch and elective in the middle of the day. What does their
5th period look like? So as you'll see,
you will choose which advanced science you'd like to take. And then you get to choose one of the 3 engineering options. Because you're an engineering track student, that could be innovation and design with Henning, advanced architecture with Mr. Pedroso, or senior digital systems design, sometimes referred to as digital electronics part
2 with Mr. Chen.
This again means you have 2 open slots
for other classes that you can choose.
These are your 2 senior options.
So this means when you go to your Google form to choose your senior classes, as an engineering student, you can take 2 senior options. You're all going to choose 3 options just in case any of them don't work and we know what you prefer. So your senior options, senior options.
And of course, like I said before, if
You already took this class, or let's say for some reason you already took that class, that means you have an additional hole in your schedule and we will allow you another senior option.
what are the options? Well, there's a whole group of options, and you'll see that in your June 8th meeting. All right, so June 8th, which is
At 11:50, you'll hear about the different classes that are offered and just a little bit more about the senior year. I will record the meeting for any of you that can not make it. I mean, this is some old stuff there.
so
That is everything. And again, just to review,
seniors have
options for classes. We like to fill up your schedule with those options. We give you the options for you to select on your senior selection survey, which I will make available to you. I recommend you watch and attend the rising senior meeting
which is June 8th
at 11:50.
If you cannot attend, I would watch the recording and then I would fill out.
Your senior selections. If you already know exactly the classes you want to go ahead and fill it out, you can go ahead and do that as well. I'm not going to stop you.
But I do think it's better for you to hear more about the classes from the teachers so you can make
Your selections.